Good morning. It is good to see you. This is our first time talking for the morning because I've been rushing to get ready. It's currently 9:31 and I'm going to Union for the first time in a long time. It's gonna take me like 30 something minutes to get there, so I'll get there at 10:03. So yeah, that's not too bad actually. I'm super excited, so we're gonna have a good time. I'm taking you along with me this week, and today we have planned a tulip farm, which I've never been to, so I'm super excited about that. And I'm bringing Lacey along with me. Oh. And then besides that, I don't think there's anything. This matcha is my favorite type of matcha. It's a caramel cinnamon roll. It's a caramel cinnamon roll matcha. My favorite. For breakfast today, I had a bagel with whipped cream cheese. Satisfied, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna start the drive, and we'll see you guys there. TULIP Farm with Lacey, and it's really pretty. It is very beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna take pictures. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm currently in the car. As you can see, we've got tulips right there. Lacey went into Chipotle, so I figured I would catch you guys up on how it went. Yeah, I went to Weber's Peachberry Farm in Glen Arm, I think, Maryland, and it was so nice there. We went pretty early in the tulip season, so there was basically a lot of tulips there. Like it was so much tulips there that I didn't notice where people had already picked from, if that makes sense. Like there was like a few little patches where it looked a little sparse, but there was a lot of supply. I would also say if you're nervous about going and there not being enough tulips because it's later in the season, they do have like a separate like patch for pictures specifically where there is like no cutting of tulips. So there's gonna be like some tulips to take pictures with, but if you want like a larger like field look, then I would say pretty much go this week or this weekend, coming pretty soon, because it'll be better that way. But we had so much fun. It was really windy outside, so our pictures were a little like, you know, windy, but besides that, everyone was super nice. It wasn't like ghetto or anything. I didn't think it was gonna be because, you know, we're on a farm. Yeah, I would say like with coming on the weekends, you have to like expect like families to be there and like kids and stuff like that. There was like a couple of like people taking like professional photos there, but it was really pretty. I actually have a little paper. I have a little paper with like all of the other dates that they're gonna have. Like in May is strawberries, and I think in like June is blueberries. So I was like, that's like super nice. I'm excited to keep doing that. I think this is gonna be like a new thing that I do because their last like patch season of the year is the pumpkin patch. So, and then after that is the tulip. So I'm like right on track, if that makes sense. So I did the pumpkin and I did the tulips. So now I'm gonna do the strawberries and the blueberries and, you know, go every season, because honestly, it's pretty inexpensive. And for the pumpkin patch, at least, it was free entry. So I went and like, you know, did my thing. So that was super nice. And yeah, I'm just excited to like keep doing this thing for myself and, you know, embrace my girliness, I guess. The message from church this morning was so good. He started a new series that said this changes everything, and the topic was would you call me? And I thought that was like so refreshing because it basically went in depth on John 15 verses 11 to 17. The analogy that he gave was Like in a typical work environment, as a customer you have limited access, and as an employee you have benefits. And as we like become believers of Christ and followers of Christ, we have benefits that a lot of the times we don't even know about. And I was like, it was kind of like one of those like aha moments where you're just like, dang, you're right, you know, like I really don't know. And it's like, you don't know like the benefits that you have, you don't know that you have unless if you read the benefit manual, you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna know. Like there's a few things that you know about from word of mouth, and then the bulk of it you just have to know by reading it. And that's what like reading the Bible is. Like you have all of these benefits as a follower, but you're just not like, you're not reaping them because it's just like you don't even know what they are. And so that was a main point that stood out to me. And then the other thing that stood out to me is sometimes we really wait too long to feel different. Like after you get saved, sometimes you feel a lot different because your mind has been renewed immediately. But other times like we're waiting for this feeling, like feeling, but it's not about feeling. It's really just like, you know, being, you know. So, and then the last point that I want to mention that he brought up is that the number one thing a new believer must do is to renew their mind. And that really is true, because it's like your mindset changes everything. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. And so it's like if your heart posture is not right, then you're just gonna keep being the same way you were before. Anyways, that was it. Service was so good. I'm currently gonna go probably to dinner, so I'll see you guys there.
Yo, they said their closest sign was 7. Because it's 9 people, so. See that? Doing nothing for 2 hours. You got made a bit of money?
Hey guys, welcome to like part 100,000 of car vlogs with Keta and Mick.
Hello?
Say hi, Mick. Hey guys, I am back. It is like 4 days later since the last time I filmed something. Random person in my background. Let me just tell you, the weather is hot outside and these bees are killer, okay? Like, I kid you not, I have to run to my car. Like, usually when I'm filming in the car, you don't see all this space behind me. I literally parked to the next spot so that I don't have to worry about the wall. Because, like, where my parking thingy is, this is the wall right there, right? And, like, you can kind of see that's where I usually park. But I parked on this other side so that, just for the fact that I won't have to worry about the wall, so I can slam my door open and run in, because my worst fear, like, actually is for a bug to fly into my car. So anyways, today is Thursday, April 16th, aka Ignite Night, okay? So I am super excited. I'm even wearing my union shirt, like I'm repping the entire thing. It's 4:30, but I need to get a car wash. My car isn't necessarily like filthy. It's not filthy, but it's like, oh, let me make sure I'm in focus too, because last time I literally was not. Huh. That lady was rude. She was in our way and she had an attitude. Strange. Back to what I was saying though. I'm gonna get a car wash. Like, it's been raining a lot and my car literally has like this, like the rain spots on it. Like, that's how bad it is. Why is there so much traffic right now? Like, what is happening? I need to get my card out. Yeah.
17 or 23?
17. Prayerfully. Oh my god, I always hate this part. They're like, oh. Windows are up. Think of wow. That's like my top concern, bro. Like my thingy coming off. Yikes. Did it come right here? There we go. Alright, I'm gonna hurry up and clean this car because it's already 4:45. I gotta go soon, and then yeah, be right back.
I'll bring this up again, but what you did has canceled access into my life forever. Make sense? Some of us feel like that's not forgiveness. No, I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm not gonna hold malice and anger to you. But you've made it clear that you don't understand boundaries. So you have lost the privilege of having access into that.
Hey guys, it's a couple of days later. I tried to film this like little update slash end of the video like 3 different times and it's been cutting out, so I'm gonna get straight to the point and like summarize. So basically this is a little testimony, I guess, because Thursday I was supposed to go to Ignite, which you saw. And if you don't know, Ignite's basically like this like DMV wide youth like young adult slash college revival thing that Union is. This is the first time they've ever done it, so well, like, you know, in this scale before, so that was super exciting. But nevertheless, I was planning on going there, right? By some, like, you know, I asked to get off and like I was able to get off and I swapped my shifts and everything, and it was like boom, like I was on fire. I was like, yes God, this is just a sign that you made the way like paved for me to go. So I was like, bet, I'm gonna go, right? Day of comes, I was in the car wash, which you just saw, and I'm washing my car, you know, boom, boom, boom. My wiper didn't fall off or nothing. And that happened the past 2 times I went to the car wash. My wiper, like my back wiper, like flew off. So I was super excited. Like, you know, everything was going smooth, right? Wrong. Um, by the time I am almost done washing my car, my friend tells me that she already has a ride, so she doesn't need me to pick her up. So I was like, okay, boom, pow, I can afford to be a little bit later because it's just me, like, you know what I mean? So I end up going to my trunk and I realized I had these mats from last winter that I haven't cleaned, like my WeatherTech mats. I put them in one of the machines and it got a little disformed, so I put it in my trunk and I just haven't touched it since. So I've been using like my other cloth mats. But besides the point, so I decided to clean those mats, right? So I'm cleaning those mats, boom, boom, the crystal. I put them back in my car, put everything away. I'm ready to drive off, and then my car won't start. So I'm like, this is weird. This is strange. I called my boyfriend. I said, babe, my car isn't starting. He said, what do you mean? I said, it's on, like the AC is blowing, but like it won't let me go. He was like, what? So I turned off the car, I put it back on, and it was like, boom. It said brake system failure, parking brake failure. I said, what? I was like,
what is going on? And so he was just like, that's really weird. And so we added his brother to the call. His brother's like, this might be a battery issue. And I was like, battery issue? So I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, but honestly, like at first they were making it sound scary. But honestly, like, truthfully, like I was a little like worried, but like I wasn't anxious, if that made sense. Because I was like, there's no way nothing's wrong with my battery. I'm like, like that just can't be a thing because I was like, you know what? I've had this car for a year. Nothing has ever, there's been no signs my battery is like, failing or whatever. And I've been in the car for longer periods of time with my car running on max AC, everything for longer periods of time, like I said, and nothing has happened. So I was like, why is my car on for 30 minutes and my battery went to die? I don't know if it was the heat. Maybe if you're a car tech car Google person, you could tell me what happened, but I don't even know. All I knew is that my car battery was dead and it needed to jump. Luckily, I had jumper cables in the back of my trunk. So I was like, boom, period. I had just organized that. I pulled them out and I was like, all right, now I gotta find someone to jump my car for me. And so I'm looking around and I see this postman behind me and I'm like, him. He looks like he's a nice person. So I go and I'm like, excuse me, sir. Because mind you, I'm at Kansas Car Wash. So it's like, after you go through the main like car wash, like with the fans, the back, everything, then you go to the side where there's like rags and sprays and vacuum. That's where I was at. And so there was a guy behind me. He was like wearing his little postman jacket. And I was like, excuse me, sir, like my car battery is dead. Like, can you help me? He was like, yeah, I got you. So he finished like wiping down his car, which valid because he paid like a lot of money for that, I'm pretty sure. Because I paid $17. So I was like, whoa. But nevertheless, he finishes that. He comes around and he jumps my car. And I'm like, you know what, sir? Like, God bless you. Like, I prayed a prayer for him. And I was just like, Lord, please expand his territories because he helped me in my moment of need. Like, I was just so beyond blessed. And so I was like, boom. And then not even on top of that, that whole day I was just getting attacked by the enemy. And people tend to be like, oh, like Christians over spiritualize everything, but I just knew that I knew that I knew that that was an attack from the devil because I almost like didn't go at all to Ignite because they were like, oh yeah, you got to run your engine for 30 minutes, whatever. Make sure that it's not going to ding. And then, it's a risk of your car turning off. So once I got back in my car, I turned off my auto start stop. And then I just was like, all right, you know what? Leap of faith, God carried me. And I went straight to Ignite. Like I didn't go home like I planned to, like he advised me to. So I just went straight to, which by the way, don't do what I do. Was what I needed, and I just knew like God was gonna carry me. So I was like, yes, God, you and me. Whew. And then, mind you, like I was saying, this whole day I've had a headache, and so I took some Excedrin on. It wasn't an empty stomach, but it wasn't a full stomach. And so it kind of made me a little bit nauseous. So a headache and nausea, right? And through the adrenaline of me figuring out this car battery situation, I was fine. But as soon as I sat back down to drive to Ignite, the nausea and headache came back. And so I was like, yikes. So I stopped at McDonald's, but I went to the one near my boyfriend's job, just in case if my car battery, it had been past 30 minutes at that point, but just in case if something were to be wrong with my battery again, then he could come quickly to come help me jump my car and whatnot. But then I turned off my car, turned it back on, it was normal. Turned it off again, locked it, turned it back on, normal. So I'm like, I know my battery not broke. Yes, God, because I did not have money to fix it at that time. So I get my little food. I get there, boom. I'm like 30 minutes late to Ignite, but the word hasn't started yet. So I'm like, perfect. So I settle down. It's hot in there. My friend had seen me a seat. She's awesome. And it was so good. It was like, it was what I needed, like the word was what I needed. Like, I wish I got the Q&A part, but the word is what I needed to hear. And that just like, it took me away because I was just like, it was exactly everything that I had been praying about and like hearing in the spiritual realm, like from God. It was like confirmation essentially. And that's it was what I needed. That's all I can just say. Like it was just what I needed. But after that, I got some tacos and I got home safe. So I thank God for that. And through it all, I was fine. And then the next day, I literally got sick. Hence why I'm congested right now. I got sick. It wasn't even sick. Like I was doing a little bit of crying and like it just dwelled too hard in this area and it turned into like a sinus infection. So that's where I'm at right now. I sense some saline rinses in my mitts. Now it just feels like I don't even want to do a saline rinse because now it just feels like I just inhaled salt water and it's just sitting right here and it burns and it keeps giving me a headache and I've got the occasional cough. Um, so that's what we've got going on. But you know, that's all I had to say. I thank God anyways because I made it to Ignite and I'm still on fire for God. And the devil thought he had me, but God said nope. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys.